Good evening, sports fans, and we welcome you out to Dick Watson Field at Walled Lake Western High School alongside Paul Zarati and Brian McPhee. I'm Dan Pelchat, and we welcome you to Week 7 of the Michigan High School Athletic Association football season, and we got a heck of a showdown here tonight, don't we, Brian?
Oh, we sure do. You know, you hate to look ahead, but this date's been circled on the calendar all year long. We had a few challenges on the way to get here, but both teams come in undefeated in the league. Western has one loss to Orchard Lake St. Mary's, which was a real battle, and we're looking for a battle here tonight.
No, you're spot on, and I mean, not that there's ever anything as a good loss, but losing by 3 to a tough St. Mary's team is really, especially back in Week 4, this is going to be a battle tonight. Paul, we were talking earlier about some of the historical games that we recall here, and like I was saying before we went on camera, that I looked up, I fell in the rabbit hole of, the series is 5-2 for Western in the lead, but 3 of those games were decided by a combined 5 points.
Yeah, everybody from South Lyon's got a story or two on playing Walled Lake Western. And, coming into the new conference, we lost Novi, we lost Livonia Stevenson, but you come in, and really Walled Lake Western and South Lyon, as far as football goes, is kind of that new rivalry now. So, and we've taken our lumps in a couple games, especially here on this field. Like I said, we each got some stories, but it's all anew tonight, right? It doesn't matter what happened in the past. You got to put on the pads tonight. Both teams come in playing really hot, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think outside, and forgive us for the noise behind us. We're going to, hopefully you guys can hear us still, but outside of South Lyon East, the only real rivalry I feel that we have is Western. So the parking lot is full here tonight. It's going to be a heck of a football game. It is October 11th, 2019. We'll be back with the opening kickoff here in a moment. Here we go. Christian Avar to kick us off for the Lions. Number 2, Yasin Abdul-Rahman, deep to return for the Warriors. And the Warriors are going to catch a little bit of a break there as the ball didn't roll out of bounds. It rolled into the end zone, so they'll start at the 25.
Actually, I think they're going to mark it down at the 4.
Oh, you're right.
I'm not sure if he stepped out because it didn't look like the ball went out, but I think Yassam, number 2 there, stepped out of bounds after he touched the ball. So a break for the Lions.
You're right, absolutely. And the defense going to start with the Warriors pinned deep in the shadow of their own goalpost. Again, we'd like to welcome you out to Walled Lake Western High School alongside Brian McPhee. I'm Dan Pelchat. Paul Zarati on camera for the moment. We should have Matt Boyer joining us very shortly. It is October 11, 2019, Week 7. Pass is complete and met immediately. Did you catch a number on that?
I did not. That was
4-yard line. Brought down by number 35.
Like maybe number 2.
That was Steve Shelton.
Steve Shelton in there.
Hit there.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Looked like 2. Keegan McGrath was in the area as well. Well, I think the weather chased away some people. But like I said, the parking lot's full. I think everyone's just sitting by each other underneath these tents.
And 96 was packed.
Yeah, it's true.
So a few people still coming home back from work.
Run up the middle, not much doing. The Lions are saying they got it, and they do.
Loose ball on the play.
I see a hand up.
It's Jesse Powell, number 30.
30 for the Lions.
Great play there by the defense.
Guido.
Not sure who stripped it, but Jesse came up with it.
Correction, number 30, sorry. Number 30 is Jesse Powell. Jesse Powell with the fumble recovery. Inside
right off the bat.
Yep. Well, welcome back to the press box side of things, Paul.
There you go.
Thanks for filling in for us.
Matt comes in. I don't know if I should stay on the camera after that start of the game.
So Connor Fracassi at quarterback. He will have number 5, Jordan Singleton, to his left. Rolls to the left side. Fracassi decides he's going to run with it. Not much there. Good job protecting the football.
Yeah, good job. Good decision there by Connor. Don't push it in there. Try to get a couple yards.
Tackle made by number 25, Brandon Camfield. Assist by number 63, Justin Collier.
And it looks like he did get a couple of yards.
On the play.
He'll be right on the 5. What a great venue out here.
Yeah, it is. when they remodeled it, which was long after I played, this used to be the away side. So they did the press box, and they left the other one up. So now the away team has one too. It's nice. Fracassi gives to Singleton. Not much doing there, as the Warriors were ready for it.
There was a hole. There was a hole there. He hit the hole, but that closed up really quick.
In blue, number 48, Jake Zulowski. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal from the 5.
Well, here we go. Big 3rd down play here early in this first quarter for the Lions. Singleton to Fracassi's right. Out of the gun. Rolls to the right. Fires incomplete. Intended for McGrath. Well, he made sure he put it where only Keegan could get it.
Yep, he did. He did a good job of getting rid of that, not losing any yardage. So that's going to be 4th and goal here, lining up for a field goal.
9:36 to play in this first quarter. If you're just joining us, the Warriors received the opening kickoff, were pinned deep in their own end, and then turned it over on the second play from scrimmage. And they're going to go for this. And I don't know if he got in.
Keeper by Evan DeFrank.
They're going to say he did not get in.
Yeah, he was stopped right at the 1. So it's a game of field position here tonight so far.
Boy, that was really close. I mean, I think he might have made the right call, but it was hard to know when he was actually down on the ground because he was laying on the other player. But
I think what didn't help him, and here's your homer call first, number 1 of the night. The ball appeared to be on the left-hand side of him facing us, so I think we had a better look at it maybe than the official did on the far sideline. But either way, got to forget about it and D up. They've got the Warriors pinned deep here. We're scoreless, 9:29 to play first.
And a high snap there.
Man,
big hit by Dancer.
Man, I'll tell you what. Was that number 1 there, tailback there? I couldn't see.
Made by number 23 for the Lions. Number 23.
Yeah,
Brendan Dancer.
It looked like Evan DeFrank ended up on the wrong end of that blow from the tailback.
Down.
So we do have a officials timeout for an injury on the field. We'll step out for a quick break. 9:14 to play first quarter. We are scoreless at Walled Lake Western High School. DeFrank was able to walk off under his own power. 2nd down and 4. He's going to air it out. Oh, and they, really, you give him no choice but to throw that flag there. I don't know if it had much of an impact on how the play turned out, but they're going to get Quinn Fracassi for interference there. You don't turn around and you get aerial and make contact.
That's the sophomore's only his 2nd game at defense. Jake Newman had him covered pretty darn well. And coming over from the safety spot, Quinn just kind of a little overzealous. Maybe he thought he had a chance at the ball because it was hung up there.
Pass interference against the Lions. Brings up 1st down for the
Lions in the road, white on white. The Warriors in looks like dark gray with the blue numbers, white helmets. And nearly a chance there for Mr. Newman.
Well, he was keeping an eye. He was spyglassing number 2, Rahman.
Incomplete.
And otherwise he might have been playing off a little further.
it is good to see the Lions defense back at full strength tonight. You got Jack Schaefer out there. You got Brendan Dancer back in the game. Both of them missed the last game back at home. Jack almost had a safety a couple plays ago.
Yeah, you come on the road to Walled Lake Western, you want to have all your artillery on both sides of the ball. Passes away, little hook route in the middle. Quinn Fracassi able to come up and make the tackle.
Takes the ball down to up to the 30.
Looks like they're going to be a couple of yards short. Third down for the Warriors. 8:48 and counting to play in this first quarter. We are still scoreless. And this is the second possession of the game for the Warriors.
29 brings up third down and 2 for a Western first down.
we're going to get a timeout on the field. Let's see, who is this going on? This will be for Western. That's their first. We'll step out for a quick break as well. 8:31 to play first quarter. We are scoreless. Yeah, yours turned out better than mine. All right. Under pressure.
Big rush there.
I see Mitch Kamoris in there with some friends. Jesse Powell, the usual suspects.
Yep.
Brought down by number 7. The initial hit by number 7, followed by a pride of Lions.
And number 4,
Mitch Kamoris is the player
Caleb
with the initial
Mulcahy. I want to call him Father Mulcahy for my MASH days. But he's done a great job coming on this year.
Brendan Locke, deep to return for the Lions. 4th and about 3.5. Nice end over end kick. Ooh, that hit the Western player. Brendan Locke, he is just fearless back there.
He is.
Deep for the Lions.
They let him play. They didn't blow that whistle.
No.
Seemed to be some contact awaiting the official.
You've got to be kidding me. That's quite possibly the worst call I've seen this year. So it hit a
Should have been
Warrior.
a free ball after it hit the Warriors.
Yeah, it should have been our ball. That's a missed call. That's a blown call. Let's see if this guy's going to come in and say anything. Nope, you're right. Well, man,
Next drive, 1st and 10 from
the players got to just try and forget about that and move on. And as a broadcaster, that's even tough to do up here. 7:32 and counting to play first quarter, and the Lions have one go against them there early on. Warriors out of the gun, trips to the near side. Trainer under pressure, out of bounds, incomplete. And
Brendan Dancer came up and really made him hurry that and put a big hit on him, making that pass come up short.
Sam Ahern was the intended receiver for Western. Ball incomplete. Second down and 10.
Brings up.
He did take a big hit there. That was a clean hit. I mean, he was in the air. The quarterback decided to stay in there and try to get a pass off at the last second. So good, hard play there.
Good coverage by Keegan McGrath also.
Yeah, it was.
Again, only his second start on defense.
Defense going to try and answer the call, being put on a short field. Pass was up high, but
Pass complete to Abdul-Rahman Yassin.
Yassin able to go up and get it.
Jake Newman was right there for the sure tackle.
I'm glad to see that. That's going to be the matchup, it appears.
And until tonight, everybody's been afraid to go to Jake Newman's side. Jake he's had to switch sides to get action out here tonight, or do it on special teams. Tonight, that's not going to be the case. Jake's going to get plenty of action with Yassim out there.
Warrior, first down.
3rd down, we'll call it 5. The Warriors need to get to the Lion 33 for a first down. Trainer out of the gun. Going to go draw. And the Lions are ready for it with some big hits down there. Number 4, or I'm sorry, who's the tailback's number there? Was that 3?
Is that number 9 or 3?
Kelvin Brown, C.J. Brown, okay. Group of Lions in there, though.
Yeah, great play by Jesse Powell. He made that first hit, slowed him down, and he didn't make the tackle there, but he got right back up, came in and cleaned him up after a couple other Lions got a hold of him. Great hustle.
No gain on the play.
Yep. And the best player on the field is the sideline. They stretch it out and knocked him out of bounds.
Well, 4th down, still about 5 to go. They need to get to the 33.
Number 3 in the backfield.
C.J. Brown at tailback to the left of Trainer. Mitch Kamoris able to get some pressure. Ball is sailed, but Yassin able to go up and get it. And that's the difference. 4th down and 5. The Warriors able to find Abdul-Rahman Yassin for the touchdown. 6:12 to play in the first quarter.
And that was a great route that he ran, going over the middle, kind of mixing up the defensive players, and he went up and got it and took it to the house.
Newman with a good effort to get in on that extra point, but the kick is up, and it is good. So your score, Walled Lake Western 7, the South Lyon Lions 0, 6:12 to play here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back with the kickoff.
Here we go.
High kick going to be fielded by Quinn Fracassi. Trying to find a lane in the middle. He'll be tripped up about the 33-yard line.
Kickoff return brought back by number 10, Quinn Fracassi from his own 20.
So this will be the Lions' second offensive possession. Breeze picking up a little bit now, but at least as of right now, we are still dry.
9-yard return, first down, South Lyon.
Fracassi with Singleton to his right. Camoros in motion. He'll take the handoff. And he'll fight for a yard.
Yeah, he did.
Camoros, the ball carrier.
They did a good job of stretching that out, and Mitch did a good job of ducking in a hole and getting a yard. These teams know each other probably better than people think. With Alex Greeno, the head coach, was actually the offensive coordinator at South Lyon 2 years ago. So Western lost their longtime coach, went out to Arizona, and Greeno took the job here.
That's a good point. I had forgotten about that, Brian. That's a good reminder for those at home and for us here. Fracassi fires, and credit that defensive back, number 20. I mean, you don't time it much better than that. Junior, number 20, Carson Behringer. And Mitch, good job holding on to that ball.
Yeah, if he didn't make that, Mitch had a first down probably out of that play, but he did a good job of coming up and hitting them solid.
Well, especially when Mitch can get him in space. That's no one in the secondary is looking to try and make that tackle. So 3rd and long for the Lions. Shelton here on the near side with Locke. Fracassi fires. Not a bad throw, maybe a half step behind him, but good coverage by the Warriors. And the Lions will be forced to punt.
Yeah, Connor really didn't have any choices there. Everyone was pretty much covered in the back by the D-backs.
Well, this is the type of game you can't let the refs get in your head. You can't get a few mistakes get in your head. You got to focus, play your game, keep hitting hard.
You've seen and C.J. Brown deep for Western.
And these guys have done it, right? Yep. I mean, we've called them the Cardiac Kids for 2 years.
Both of these return men are very dangerous. C.J. Brown will field it at the 14. Brown with some room.
C.J. Brown.
Lions able to track him down about the 29-yard line.
7:28, making a 13-yard return.
Big Ben Caesar, number 19, in there on that tackle. He's really stepped up the last couple weeks. So has players like number 65, Ryan Shamp.
Yep.
Yeah, Ben did a great job last week filling in at middle linebacker for Jack Schaefer.
Yeah, those are some big shoes to fill, too.
Warriors
will go trips to the near side.
Warriors.
Trainer out of the gun, no back. Gonna air it out. Incredible coverage by Newman, but Yassine able to go up and get it.
I don't know how you defend that much better there, Dan. I think Jake had his hand on the ball, and the offensive player just went and took hold of it and never bobbled.
Oh, there is a flag on the play. And the Lions are going to catch a break. It's hard to see the flag down there. It's back at the 21.
Officials called holding on Walled Lake Western.
The call is holding against the Warriors. And
it's going to be a big foul because that's a spot foul.
Yes, it is. So holding against the Warriors. We'll see where this ends up.
Yeah, Paul, you're right. I don't know how you cover a man any better than that. Jake was step for step for him. had the arm around him, and just textbook. But that's why the guy's a D1 candidate out there for receiver.
I agree. I mean, we've all seen Jake Newman play, and he was right there. I mean, that's just some upper body strength, too, by that wide receiver, able to reel that ball in.
Jake and Yassim know each other. I don't know if they're Facebook friends, but they've been playing for 3 years against each other.
Right. So first down in a bit here for the Warriors. They're going to go with the handoff to the tailback. He slips. That's C.J. Brown. We'll call it a gain of a yard or two.
The defensive line and linebackers doing a great job here tonight.
Brendan
Keeping
Dancer
it run at bay. And, just that passing game, they've been probably one of the best in the state here this year.
Yeah, that was defensive line. You're right, Brian. That was Gus Taylor stepping up there and setting the edge. Brendan Dancer played it perfectly, kind of, got in the hole and made a nice tackle.
Second down, they're calling it 30, so will we. Trainer fires. Ooh, Yassin takes a shot, able to hold on to it. That's what you got to do. I mean, all right, you want to play between the hash marks. You're going to take a couple shots. Maybe try and get in his head a little because obviously the young man's a talent.
Well, we had some kids that did that against a 6'7" tight end from Northville a few years ago, and they beat the kid up.
I do recall that.
21-yard line.
Third down, 20 yards to go for the Warriors out of the shotgun. Trainer back to pass. Fires. Only went up with it for one hand that time. Crazy.
Well, the Lions dodged a bit of a bullet there, aided by, I think, what was effectively a 55 or 60-yard penalty.
Ooh, yeah. I agree. I mean, shoot, where they were going to mark that ball down here, and then they took it back to their 10-yard line. So, fourth down, Lions defense able to hold. Brendan Locke deep to return. 2:44 to play in this first quarter. Walled Lake Western leads South Lyon 7-0. Yep. Lions are going to end up with some decent field position here. They'll start at the Warrior 46. 2:35 to play first quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, we're back at it. Fracassi in backfield. Kamara's coming in motion. A handoff to Singleton, and he's met immediately. Wall Lake has a pretty impressive front line out there.
63 there is a big boy. It's, let's see here. Yeah, Justin Collier, senior.
2nd and 12.
Well, you look across the Walled Lake District, Dan, and it's kind of funny how a lot of talent ends up at one school.
I agree with you. I mean, it's probably a little early for my soapbox, but you can count on it coming at some point tonight on School of Choice. Very similar to my thoughts on the Catholic League. Fracassi fires. Oh, boy, Mitch took a shot, and he just couldn't reel it in. Man.
Got it on the rebound.
Pass intended for Mitch Camaros was incomplete.
Well, Walled Lake's done their homework. They've studied and know that Mitch is a weapon out there.
Well, right, and not just a weapon really all over the place. He's not one-dimensional by any means. Lions are looking at third down and 12. .146 remaining in this first quarter. Walled Lake Western leads South Lyon 7-0. Lock in motion. Fracassi under pressure, able to keep his feet. Able to get down to about the 43.
Connor Fracassi with the quarterback keeper. Weaves his way upfield. Gets to the Western 33-yard line. Brought down by number 11 for Walled Lake Western, Anthony Williams Jr. Third and 7. 4th and 7.
Locke will drop back to punt. Good kick. Might have a little too much on it. No, they're going to try and run this back. What a tackle. Steve Shelton.
Shelton was right there with the shoelace tackle, and good thing he had some space in front of him.
No one says it has to be pretty. And you're right, Ryan. That definitely prevented him from getting going there.
Well, and good job by the outside man who actually drove him back inside a little bit. Didn't let him get to the sideline.
Warriors will start 1st and 10 from just inside their own 15-yard line. We are just under a minute to go in this first quarter. Trainer will have C.J. Brown to his right. Man in motion. They give it to Brown. Trying for the corner, and the Lions are able to stretch him out and track him down.
They're doing a great job of that tonight, stretching out the run. Everybody getting to the ball.
Brendan Dancer with a great tackle there.
Brendan Dancer made the stop with the Lions.
Loss of 3, we'll call it. 33 seconds and counting left to play in this first quarter.
2nd down and 10 from the 16-yard line.
Trips to the near side. C.J. Brown, the back to the left of Trainer. Should be the final play of the quarter. Airing it out, and he's got a man. And it's number 9. Cam Kinea. Hit him in stride.
He did, and they're kind of picking on Quinn here tonight.
Warriors. Quinn Fracassi brought him down.
They'll set these chains, and that should probably be the final play of the quarter. And it will be. So we'll step out for a quick break at the end of the first quarter. Your score, the Walled Lake Western Warriors 7, the South Lyon Lions 0. We'll be back in a moment.
Play.
Couple flags down. Looks like it'll be defensive pass interference against the Lions.
Couldn't tell if that was Jake or Keegan that was back there.
I don't know, another weird-looking play, Dan. I mean, I think you got to throw the flag on that, right? Otherwise, what do you do? But it wasn't like Jake tackled him. They were both looking back at the ball. I think the receiver stopped, and Jake basically ran him over. But
against South Lyon.
It looks like this is just a part of their game plan.
29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Heave it up.
Warriors.
If Yassine doesn't come down with it, you got another chance that he might draw a call. Trainer, under pressure, able to sidestep one, but not Jesse Powell.
Jack Trainer brought down.
Jack Schaefer got the first one in there and did the over the bow shot, and Jesse came in and cleaned him up.
Trainer a little slow to get up after that power bomb by Jesse Powell. And we're going to get an official's timeout for someone to take a look at him. Leading it 7-0. So, starting quarterback number 4, Zach Trainer, helped off the field there. And now in at quarterback is number 17, Jonathan Abel. Ooh, tried to help him settle in with a nice little easy pass. And did we get a number on who that was?
Yeah, Brendan Dancer.
Man, I'll tell you what, the chin straps are tightened up tonight down there. There's some big hits getting laid out everywhere.
Dancer's moved back to the safety spot, and Evan DeFrank is back in at the outside linebacker over there.
Trips to the near side, twins to the far side. Abel back to pass. He's just going to run with it. He's got a shot at the first down, maybe. And the Lions able to come up. It's going to make it 4th and manageable, though. Or, obviously they are in field goal range.
With the tackle.
Kamara's got through there and chased him out of the pocket. That was not a designed run at all, but the kid did a good job of pulling it down and taking off.
Well, he made the decision right away while there was plenty of room. We'll call it 4th and 5. Quarterback going to stay on the field.
They need to get to the 20. Sorry, the 24-yard line. They need to get to the 20. Fourth and 4 for the Warriors.
4th down, big play here for the Lions. 10:30 and counting to play in this second quarter. Abel out of the gun, back to pass. Goes over the middle, and the Lions are there to break it up. Incomplete, and that's a good thing.
Jake Newman there making a great play to break that one up.
First down, Lions.
And Schaefer almost caught it, but probably a good thing because we would have lost about 7 yards.
Exactly, and I know how difficult it is to, on a 4th down, to not intercept that. It goes against everything in your nature, but in that instance right there, that helped the Lions at least be outside their own 20. Big stop by the defense. I'm kind of monitoring what's going on here on the sideline with the starting quarterback. They are talking with the training staff. It looks pretty lighthearted down there, like he may be able to return.
I don't know, Dan. I saw him walk off the field.
Okay.
He didn't know where he was.
Gotcha. Well, we'll just have to see.
Well, we hope he's okay.
Yeah,
Fracassi with the quarterback keeper.
Connor Fracassi going to keep that one. We'll pick up a pair. 2nd down and a long 8.
Brandon Canfield brought him down.
Lock.
That defensive stop, I think, gives the whole team a little bit of confidence, including the offense. So hopefully the offense can build on that and come back and do something with this possession.
2nd down and 9 for South Lyon.
Connor Fracassi out of the gun. Singleton to his right. Quinn Fracassi in motion. Gonna go, and he's intended for number 2.
Keegan McGrath was open, had it over the shoulder catch, and the defensive back did a good job of breaking that up.
Carson Behringer broke it up, incomplete.
Yeah, he was definitely there to make enough of an impact that would have been a very, very nice catch.
Really nice throw by Connor there.
And just on a side note, it's been a long time since we filmed from the roof somewhere.
Yes. We've been in the visitor stands, and now we're top of the world.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, hazard pay is kicked in though, right?
Yes, you know it. 3rd down and 9. Lock in motion. Fracassi has some time. Oh, and what a shame. McMaster just got caught up with a turf monster around the 47.
4th and long for South
And
he was open, and if Connor could have got it to him in stride out there without having to change direction, we might have been looking at 6 there. Connor did a good job of extending the play, getting open, rolling out, and McMasters was just wide open until he fell down.
Abdul Rahman Yassin and G.J. Brown deep for Western.
You were right, though, Dan. Offensive line giving good protection to Connor that whole series.
Locke gonna look at it. Ooh, and it's blocked. Just held on to it a tick too long.
Punt is blocked.
And the Warriors are gonna take over at the South Lyon 25. 9:13 to play in the second quarter.
Sure, Brendan was going to try and run with that. He got out there, and like you said, hung on to it a little too long before making a decision to kick it.
Brandon Canfield with the block punt. 1st and 10 Warriors from the 25-yard line of the Lions.
Abel out of the gun, gonna keep it. Designed run, Lions stretch it out.
Jonathan Abley with quarterback keeper.
Probably picks up about 3, maybe 4.
Looked like it. Jack Schaefer was in there. Stephen Shelton came up from the safety spot, turned that inside to his buddies, doing a good job on stretching it out.
Officials spot the ball at the 23-yard line.
Lions defense has their work cut out for them here, though. Just a very short field.
They need to get down to the 15. They need about 8 yards.
Fires to the far side in between two wide receivers for
Fastball's incomplete.
Western there.
Big rush by Gus Taylor, who got his hand up and might have changed the flight of that ball a little bit.
Just wanted to see what. Yeah, the quarterback that's in now, 5'10" junior. You just wonder how much time he's had at the helm here and not garbage time.
Right.
Five wide, 3rd down and 8. Oh, nearly picked off by Steve Shelton. And the Lions able to get some pressure, and the young man just kind of flung it out over to the left side.
Sure did. You had Kamaris in there. Walrath was coming in on him. Jesse Powell. They did a great job of pressuring him in that on that play there.
Matt Boyer chipping in there. Apparently this quarterback, the starting quarterback's actually been injured here earlier this year, so the Abel does have some quality starting time. So he's shown it right out of the gate. You just hope maybe the pressure will get to him a little bit here from the
Well, and the
Lions.
fact that he doesn't hesitate, to pull it down, that's the sign of an experienced quarterback.
Agreed. 4th down. Warriors going to go for it. Fires. Touchdown, Warriors. Is that Yasin?
3-yard reception. 5-3 left on your scene. Touchdown, Warriors.
Yasin on the touchdown for Western. 8:18 to play, second quarter. Another big 4th down conversion.
Yep, and that seam route that we just haven't been able to seem to cover that on a consistent basis for years. Coaches probably won't like me saying that, but
Jonathan Avery with the hole.
Extra point is up and good.
Which is good.
So, 8:18 to play, second quarter. Lions find themselves in a little bit of a hole. 14-0 on the road here in week 7. We'll be back in a moment. Quinn Fracassi going to be pushed out of bounds about the 17-yard line.
Quinn Fracassi with the return.
8:14 to play, second quarter, and that's where the Lions will start.
Robert Bethel
Looking to get something going offensively.
well, they still got a lot of time and a lot of game left, so it's a matter of buckling down and just keep going at it. Forget about all the previous plays, and it's next play up.
First and 10 from their own 18-yard line.
Well, you weren't able to capitalize when you had the ball at the 5-yard line. You had a drop punt, a return, and then a block punt, and you're down 14.
Yeah.
But, Lions can come back.
Absolutely.
We need a good series here.
Fracassi in motion. Singleton, the back to the right.
Comes back to Fracassi, and
Little counter back.
Quinn Fracassi, the ball carrier.
Not much there.
Met immediately.
Looks
by
like a loss
the
of-
Warriors.
the D-line there sniffed that one out. They weren't faked at all.
Loss of about 1.5 yards, maybe 2.
Credit Justin Collier with leading the charge. Loss of 2.
Trips to the near side. Quinn Fracassi, Keegan McGrath. I can't see the other number. They go to Quinn. Quinn able to get a block. Wrestled down about the 27.
Completion.
And the way he got spun around there, we actually got a few more yards out of the tackle
C.J. Brown
going forward.
took him down.
3rd down, about 1 yard.
Pickup of 11 yards on the play makes it 3rd down and 1 from their own 27-yard line.
We're going to get a timeout on the field. South Lyon, their first. 6:45 to play here in the second quarter. It's 14-0, although the scoreboard says 17-0. So we'll be back in a moment. Lions out of the gun, trips to the far side. Singleton the back, they go option. Option to Singleton. He needed the 28, and he's going to be short based on my view of it.
Jordan Singleton, the ball carrier. Brandon Campfield made the stop.
Reminded me of the old Michigan days of running that option pitch to the short side of the field.
It looks like we're at least going to get an official's timeout for a measurement. Now the stick's got to come from all the way across the field. I thought this was a dying thing. You don't see him bring the sticks out anymore, it seems like.
A couple times this year we thought we would get a measurement, and they just waved it off.
Right. Oh, man. Lions need this. Fracassi. Gonna go quarterback power. That's a face mask? No? Number 63 came through like a bull in a china shop and just all over him.
He just threw Fracassi like a rag doll. That was disheartening. That'll get at you.
Well,
you got to stick your nose in there and had another measurement would have been one thing, but to just get annihilated into the backfield like that.
1st and 10 Warriors at the South Lyon 22. Give to the tailback, C.J. Brown, and actually, correction, that looks like number 15.
And Stephen Shelton with the tackle.
Robert Bethel. Nice tackle there by Shelton coming in low. Pickup of 5 on the play.
Advances the ball to the 18-yard line. Jonathan Abley with the keeper.
Schaefer with the big hit there.
Looks like they're going to mark it at about the 15. Going to make it
Jack
3rd
Schaefer
and a long 2. They need to get to the other side of the 13 for a first down. Man, if the Lion defense could somehow hold these guys to a field goal attempt here, that would just be huge.
3rd down and a long 2, make it 3. 3rd and 3 for Western.
Well, you know who to look for.
Yep.
Yassim over the middle.
Looks like he's lined up in the backfield here to the left of the quarterback. Yep.
Yep, and they give it to him.
He's able to get the corner.
And he does.
Abdurrahman Yassim with the end around. Forced out of bounds by number 25, Jake Newman.
That might be a little bit short.
But not before.
Well, it looks like they're going to.
First down.
Well, the announcer gave it to him.
Correction.
Oh, they got him out of bounds right at the yard short.
Less than a yard. I'm sorry.
I'm going to try and not get on my soapbox too many times tonight, but in the manual about doing the PA announcing, a little bit of a slight bias can be overlooked, but I mean, come on, dude. Sorry. All right, 4th down and less than a yard. Lions need a stop. Watch the ball here. See if we can give him one back.
And we
good read. And the quarterback able to take it in. Abel. And the Warriors able to put up their third touchdown of the game, leading it now 20-0 with 4.5 to go in the second quarter.
That was a good read by the quarterback there. You know, I'm not sure if he had options, but he certainly looked like he did, and he picked the right one. That whole side just vacated, and
extra point is up, and it is good.
Good point. 4:37
So the Warriors now lead it 21-0.
Warriors.
Kick is off, and it'll be fielded by Brendan Locke at the 11. Looking for a lane. Looks like he's got one. To the 35-40. It's a foot race to the corner. He's able to turn it. And locked down to the Warrior 25-yard line. They'll mark him at the 26. And just what the Lions needed to try and get something sparked here in the second quarter.
Number 81 from his own
and
10-yard
no
line.
flags, which is always good to see. And almost looked like the ref was kind of in Locke's sights. It was like, get the heck out of the way.
$64 yards.
They did have the angles on him.
Yeah, that's
First and 10 from the Warrior 26.
Connor Fracassi. He's got Mitch Kamoris behind him. Play action. Fracassi. Got a man. It's
Darian Manerich.
yes, it is. Yeah, Maynard in there, and he's inside the 5.
Again, Dan, offensive line, allowing Connor to stand back there, keep his feet, find the open receiver. Real nice throw.
With the reception.
And I think that play action was able to just throw enough of a speed bump out there. Maynard able to get some separation. Fracassi able to hit him. And the Lions have got to take advantage of this here.
Well, they had a good play fake there to Kamaris. It really helped the linebackers at bay and allowed him to get open.
Kamoris behind Connor Fracassi. Play action. Fracassi under pressure. Incomplete.
C.J. Brown broke up that pass play.
Manerich was jumping up and down in the back of the end zone. And it's hard to see, I know.
Oh, yeah.
But it's been a big play for that young man.
Brendan Latch was the intended receiver.
So tough to even want to take the risk of throwing it over the middle. I think you look for that out route, and then C.J. Brown, who obviously just has great closing speed, able to break it up, and luckily that's all. And the Lions will face second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Kamoris to the left of Fracassi. Fracassi in the gun. Fakes it to Quinn. Connor is in. Touchdown, Lions.
Great fake to Quinn. A lot of the linemen bid on that one, and Connor kept it and took it in.
Yeah, real nice execution there by the Lions. Jacob Klingler getting downfield, picking up a linebacker, making sure there's a big enough hole for Connor to get in the end zone.
Right now, 50-50 tickets are on sale.
William Stojanovic on for the extra point.
Halftime, so get your 50-50 ticket.
Evan DeFrank running on with the block. It's pretty important at this level.
Yes.
For those of you at home that don't know what the block is, that's what they actually put the ball down on for the extra point and field goal attempts at the high school level. Kick is up. And it's a knuckleball, but it's in.
Evan DeFrank with the hole.
And with 3:40 to play in the second quarter, the Lions are on the board. They trail 21-7.
What a great answer by the Lions there after going down 21-0 and coming back with a big kickoff return and then sticking it in for 7.
Yep. Lions. C.J. Brown and Yassine deep to return for the Warriors. Fielded at the 1. Yassine, ball's on the ground. And it's still loose, and I think the Lions are on it.
Rocked on the scene with the return. Fumble on the play.
Man.
Observe again his return from his own 5.
Dan, the magic bean is out there scooting around on the ground. I don't know how many guys had their hands on it. And ends up with Walled Lake Western.
3.5 to play, second quarter. Western leading the Lions 21-7.
Western's ball.
Warriors will start first and 10 at their own 40.
35-yard return.
This Western offense is capable of scoring from anywhere on the field, so the Lions defense. Oh, we're going to get a timeout on the field. Timeout. Western, I believe that's their second. So we'll step out for a quick break too. 3.5 to play, second quarter. Lions trail the Warriors 21-7. First and 10 for the Warriors at their own 40. Give to the back. C.J. Brown takes a shot.
Brown, the ball carrier.
About the 35-yard line.
Good blocking up there as
number 10, and number
the lineman
35.
and the back got 10 yards or 7 yards on that.
Advances the ball to the 46-yard line. Second down and 4 for Western.
Second down and a long 4. Give to Yassine.
Abdul Rahman Yassin. Brought down by number 23, Brendan.
Picks up a couple, makes it third down and 2.
They need to get to the 50-yard line.
I mean, there's no reason Warriors shouldn't take a shot at that once or twice every quarter. You just get the ball in your best player's hands and see if you can pick up a block or make some people miss.
3rd and 2 for Western.
Trips to the far side, twins to the near, 5 wide for the Warriors. Abel out of the gun. Bad snap, able to corral it in. And the ball's on the ground.
Fumble!
And he's going to lose a bunch of yards. 1:55. Did the Lions burn a timeout here?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Okay, good. I like that. Hey, you got him in a punting situation. You got 1:49 to play. I think we still have one timeout left.
Recovered back at the...
Good job by the Lions there. Great pursuit on that quarterback, Ryan Shamp, running him down at the end.
Timeout, South Lyon.
I thought I was going to have to take a heart pill when I saw the ball on the ground, but it bounced right back up
You and me
to
both.
the quarterback.
You and me both. Oh, man. So 1:49 to play. Punting situation when we return. We're going to get a timeout on the field. I think it was just an official's timeout to get someone in position. You're right, Paul. Locke calls fair catch at the 49, and that's where the Lions will start. With 1:48 to go in the second quarter, Lions trail by 14, and they've got a chance to get this thing down to a one-possession game before the half. Fracassi fires. Good job by Keegan to come back to the ball because the defense is much speed and athleticism as the Warriors do. If you don't, you could be leaving yourself open for a turnover.
Yes.
Gain of 4.
Be a bang play.
Yeah. Pick up a 4 on the play. Clock is running. Lions have one timeout remaining. 1:23 and counting. Second down and 6. Lions need the 39 for a first. Fracassi back to pass. Has time. Coming towards us now. Fires. Incomplete. Intended for Shelton. And the Lions will face a third down and 6 with 1:11 to play in the second quarter.
Steve Shelton, the intended receiver, incomplete. 3rd and 6 for South Lyon.
Lions playing again tonight with a little bit of a makeshift offensive line and moving Isaac McComb over to center. And you got Gus Taylor playing left guard tonight with Walrath's injury a couple weeks ago.
I feel like for the most part they've matched up pretty well, and minus that fourth down play that just completely Third down, 6 to go. The Lions need the 39. Fracassi out of the gun. Singleton to his right. Finds his last option. Looks like it was Locke. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Clock is running. Around now under a minute, and it's 4th and 6. We'll see what the Lions do.
Mackenzie Libra, number 5, and Brandon Camfield, number 25, with the hit.
And now we're going to get a timeout on the field. South Lyon, their final timeout with 40 seconds left to play in this first half. The Lions trail the Warriors 21-7. Lions are going to opt to go for it. They need the 39. Quinn Fracassi in motion.
Wide open.
Thought about him on the wheel route. Still has him. Now he's in trouble. And Fracassi's going to go down back at the Lion 44 with 33 seconds left in the second quarter. And the Warriors do have a timeout left in the bullpen.
Bryce Mosley with that tackle.
Bryce Mosley in on the sackle.
Well, they did put the rush on him, and although Quinn was open for about 5 yards there, he was running. His brother's running for his life, so just couldn't get the ball out.
Yeah, tough to keep your eyes downfield when you're having to move, be on the move like that. But
10 Western from the Lions.
Defense
44.
has to hold one more time here in this first half. Quads, yeah, they got quads on the near side. They have a check down here for him on a bubble screen. Good tackle inbounds. They have the first, so the chains will have to move. Feel free to start moving, fellas.
First down.
Of course, the clock won't start until the chains are set. He's winding it, and they'll clock it with 21.5 to play in the second quarter.
23-yard reception. First down, Warriors.
Warriors still have a timeout remaining.
Just a little bit on my soapbox here about Jesse Powell. Do they just kind of let them hold him to make it fair? I think he's been held every play tonight.
Yeah, and well, they probably saw it on the tape that other teams are getting away with it 2/3 of the time. Why not? Quads to the far side. Abel out of the gun. Ball's on the ground. Abel able to dribble it back up to him. Throws it up. And Keegan McGrath able to go up and get it for the interception at the 5. There's a couple flags back down at the 38 and 39.
Pass intercepted by Keegan McGrath. We do have a flag on the play.
Hey, you're absolutely right, Brian. I just isolated on Jesse on that. I mean, that guy had 2 hands around him. The quarterback's on the other side. Jesse couldn't even turn around to get heading in the right direction.
Right.
They call it. The Lions intercept it.
The penalty is declined.
Thought I might have overheard that the Lions are just going to kneel on it here, and I think that's the right call inside your own 10. And just get out of here and go talk it over at the half. Lions do get the ball first in the second half.
Looks like the officials placed the ball outside the 5-yard line. First and 10 for South Lyon.
And that'll do it for the second quarter. The Walled Lake Western Warriors lead the South Lyon Lions 21-7. We'll be back with the second half here at Walled Lake Western High School after this.
Brendan Lash deep for South Lyon.
Locked deep for the Lions, but it'll be fielded, looks by Singleton. Yep, we got a flag. Tell you what, nice throw from the near hash mark on that flag throw.
Heck of an arm by the back judge.
That's no, you run by.
Jordan Singleton.
Brian was not standing next to us when I made that statement. It was a teardrop. Just Joe Dumar's 3, and of course it's a hold against the Lions.
Holding against South Lyon.
So
So much for mistake 3.
Fracassi out of the gun. Schaefer to the left. Play action finds Keegan. Keegan able to kind of somersault his way for 9, and I'll take it. We'll take it. Second down and 1. I like we're seeing Jack Schaefer back in the offensive side of things.
Yeah, again, mix it up on offense, right? Give him some different looks. I was just mentioning at halftime, Keegan McGrath, that kid runs good routes.
Yes.
Found that slot right in front of the linebacker. Good catch.
Yes, it was. Lions first possession of the second half. Warriors lead the Lions 21-7, 11-16 and counting to play in the third. Pass complete to Quinn Fracassi. He'll have a first down at the Lions' own 41-yard line.
And the Lions haven't had a second and short all night long, so it opens up the playbook a little bit for you, doesn't it, Paul?
It's 539-6615. That's 539-6615. Ball sits at the 41-yard line. First and 10.
Little confusion.
Schaefer to Connor's right. Play action goes up top, trying to find Mitch. What a catch by Mitch! And he probably drew a PI too.
That was a great catch. He went up over the defender, and looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference as well.
The officials placed the ball to 36 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, yeah, yep. Just holding my breath there, Dan. Whenever the ref comes from the other team's side and he's making some explanation to the ref, you don't know which way that call is going.
Well, I figured that at least we had the catch, even if they were going to waive off the penalty.
Yeah, you take the penalty. Mr. Boyer pointing out, you take the penalty, you will gain a couple yards here.
Right.
Penalty was declined. First and 10 from the Western 44.
Fracassi in the gun. Schaefer to his left. Twins to the near side. Looks like Newman out there. Connor able to pick up a nice little gain of about 5 or 6 inside the Western 40.
Good execution there, Dan. You ran Schaefer in motion to the right, drew the defense's attention. Then you had Jacob Klingler pulling from his right guard position. Him and Gus Taylor out there lead blocking for Connor.
Pick about 5 on the play.
And he did a great job of following those blockers. He was patient, let the play develop in front of him, and got the needed yardage there.
Lock to the near side. Fracassi out of the gun. Twins to the far side. Looks like Keegan and Quinn. They give it to Jack. Earns a couple tough yards there between the tackles.
With the carry.
Gonna spot it at the 38. Third down and manageable. Looks 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, long 4.
Gonna get to the 29, it looks like. Or the 34.
Yes, yep.
Sorry.
Ball sits at the 38.
Don't worry, I do that all the time in a loudspeaker. So everyone's like, this guy can't even do math.
539-6615. 539-6615.
Camoris in motion. Fracassi rolls right. Gonna have to get rid of it. Decides to keep it. And he's able to weasel his way down to the 34. Depending on the spot, he's gonna have a first down.
Good job by Connor there, Dan. And you had Jack Schaefer staying in. He made a key block to spring Connor so that he had a hole to get that first down.
Good job by Connor just to make the decision to go for it. And has a Lion first down to the Western 33-yard line. 8:40 and counting left in this third quarter. Alongside Brian McPhee, Paul Zarati, and Matt Boyer on camera, I'm Dan Pelchat. We thank you very much for joining us here on October 11th, 2019 at Walled Lake Western High School, week number 7 of the Michigan High School Athletic Association football season. Good fake to Schaefer for Cassie inside the 20 to the 15-10, and the Lions will have it first and goal at the Warrior 9.
I could have sworn Jack went, I don't have it. Half the team followed him, and Fracassi took off.
Mackenzie Libra with the tackle.
Connor with a great job on the fake. Jack sold it all the way.
Officials place the ball at the 9-yard line. First and goal for the Lions. If you have a red ticket, a red 50-50 ticket, I'm going to read the number again after this play. A $123 prize.
Fracassi out of the pistol. Schaefer behind him. They give it to Schaefer. He's able to bounce off a tackle. Fights his way down to about the 5-yard line.
Jack Schaefer bounces outside.
It'll be second and goal. Looks like they're going to spot it back at the 5. Great effort to bounce off that initial hit.
And to get to the corner quickly. See what they dial up here.
Second and goal.
Well, they got Schaefer in the backfield. They got Camoris at the wing. And Brendan Locke up top. Go back to Schaefer, and he's going to get tripped up for a loss of 1 on the play.
Schaefer, the ball carrier. Brandon Campfield with the hit.
And he's a little hobbled off that run. And you hate to see that. Actually going to be a loss of 2 on the play. They actually got it spotted just inside the 8.
Loss on the play. Third and goal from the 8. What are those cheerleaders holding up?
Fracassi has Singleton to his left. Camoris also in the backfield. Play action, rolls up top. Got to get rid of it. Throws it behind Camoris. And incomplete will bring up 4th and goal from the Western 8.
And goal to go.
It looks like the field goal unit will come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a tough decision here. Do you put some points up on the board, or you try to go for it again being this close? And the way that defense is playing by Walled Lake, I'd take the points.
I agree.
Evan to Frank. And William Stoyanovich, number 95, on for what we'll call a 17-yard field goal. Or I'm sorry, 22-yard field goal. Here we are at the math again.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a flag down for a
25-yard field goal attempt as it sits right now. William Stoyanovich is the field goal kicker.
offsides against the defense. Should be half the distance.
I don't know how many offsides we've had on our extra points and field goals this year, but I think it was last week there was 3 in a row, right?
Yeah,
we could hardly even get the playoff.
So now we're looking at about a 17-yarder.
Yes.
Kick is up. And it is good. So with 5:58 to play in the third, the Lions take the opening drive of the third quarter and tack up a field goal to close the Warrior lead to 11.
South Lyon 10. Urban Party Reynolds. Lori Stevens.
All right. Kick it to him.
Shinovar with the kick. High hanger will be fielded at the 10. That's Yassine. And he's looking for a lane. He'll get it up to the 35 before he's brought down, and He's just got that other level speed when he finds space.
He put it in that other gear that he has, and good thing a few Lions were there to get their hands on him.
Abdul-Rahman Yassin with the return.
5:51 to play here in the third. Wind's picking up.
5, Jordan Singleton with the tackle. I'm going to do one more call for this ticket, then we're going to pull another one.
Does not appear as if the starting quarterback will return. You were right on that, Paul. C.J. Brown will gash the Lions for about 11.
And Warrior Mean with the ball.
No, Dan Trainer is on the sidelines. I saw him come out after halftime, which is a good thing to see. Hopefully he'll be okay, but he does not have a helmet with him, and I see his father behind him, trailing him, making sure he's not going to pick one up.
Yeah.
Good enough for another.
I think you were right. It might have just, the way his head hit the turf, you know. Abel out of the gun. C.J. Brown to his right. Lions are all over it.
C.J. Brown.
Looks like Caesar in there, number 65, also in there for the Lions. Ryan Champ.
Number 65 with that initial hit in the backfield.
Good job by the Lions front there to get in there and eat that up.
Ball sits at the 45-yard line.
Puts the Warriors in second and long.
Ben Caesar was in a linebacker there, but I see Schaefer just came back out.
That's good to see. Five wide for the Warriors, out of the gun. Quick comeback route. It's just a good tackle by Quinn Fracassi.
Pass complete.
Or that could have been trouble.
He had a good stock blocking there by number 5, and Quinn came in behind that and made the ankle tackle.
Down to the 48-yard.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
They need to get to the 44. 2nd and 4 for Western.
Yassin will move over and take the snap. A little bit of a wildcat look there. He's going to be short of the first. He's going to make it 4th down and 2.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it, the Warriors are going to go for it.
Might have picked up a couple on the play.
Yep, well,
the ball at the
they may just put it back into Mr. Yassim's hands and try it again.
3rd and 2 for Western.
Abel. Then they will. They've got the end over on the left side. Oh, there was a flinch down there, I thought. They're going to get the Lions for offsides. It'll be a 1st down after they walk off the penalty.
Encroachment against South Lyon.
1st and 10 Warrior at the South Lyon 40.5-yard line.
First and 10 from just outside the South Lyon 40-yard line.
C.J. Brown to the right of Abel out of the gun. Play action. Yassin open.
Pass complete to Abdul-Rahman Yassin.
Gonna mark him at the 33.
Quinn Fracassi coming up from the safety job and making the tackle there.
Pick up 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Ball sits at the 34.
That looked like motion on the offense.
Or the center didn't snap the ball when he was supposed to.
Ball start.
Now that'll push him back.
I'm going to read this number again, and if nobody wins it, we'll pull another one. It's a red ticket. 539-6615. 5, 3, 9, 6, 6, 1, 5.
2:12 and counting to play in this third quarter. The Warriors lead South Lyon 21-10. This is Western's first possession of the second half. Yassine able to work his way inside the Lion 30 for a Western first down.
Brought down inside the 30-yard line, making the 29 of South Lyon.
Yassine, one of the only players I know of in Michigan high school football history to win an appeals case against the MHSAA. So, was ruled ineligible in the preseason, and after an appeal process was ruled eligible. So, there's your fun fact on number 2 this evening. Give to CJ Brown, and he's got some room. Down inside the 15 to the Lion 11.
CJ Brown, the ball carrier. Brendan Dancer with the tackle.
And the Lions defense is going to have to buckle down here now. As we approach the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter.
15-yard run, first down, Warriors.
They do have some athleticism on this Western team. You got to acknowledge that, as frustrating as it is to play against it.
17-yard run.
Yassine still taking the snaps. Now he'll go in motion, and Abel will. And we're going to get a flag. Delay a game on the Warriors. "35 seconds left to play in this third quarter. And with the Warriors up 2 scores and inside the red zone, I can't imagine they're going to be in any hurry to snap the ball the rest of the way.
I'd agree with you, Dan.
Still first down, first and 15.
Lions need a play. Yassine at quarterback. CJ Brown split to the near side. Abel in motion. Snap nearly got away from him. Yassine gets it down to, we'll call it the 13. A back about the original line of scrimmage.
Inside the 15-yard
Morris
line
did a good job of tracking him down there from a outside backer position.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, the young man has next level speed. I mean, you see our speedsters, and you'll see him kind of hesitate to make sure they've got an angle on him. So that's going to do it for the third quarter. Your score, the Walled Lake Western Warriors 21, the South Lyon Lions 10. We'll step out for a quick break, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter in a moment.
Another ticket.
Second down and 11 for the Warriors. Inside the Lion red zone. Fires to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, out of bounds.
Newman in coverage.
CJ Brown, the intended receiver.
They've been trying a few things out here tonight with this team.
Some more of our white level sponsors. Open Chiropractic. Ross, the real estate boss. Vioto of Executive Realty.
This is a huge play.
Remax Realty, Rick Nessel.
Third down and 11 for the Warriors. They need to get to the Lion, inside the Lion 3 for a first down. Yassine gonna go with it to the left. Lions trying to stretch it, and he's hit, and he'll be finished at the 10.
Yassine, the ball carrier.
Good job by the Lion defense to stretch that out.
Made the stop. Jack Schaefer.
They're gonna send out the field goal unit.
Boy, when he's got the ball, Dan, all 11 guys on defense got to have an eye on him because he is quick.
Well, the thing is, even if even if you think you're off the play, say you're on the back hash, you still have to pursue that because the kid obviously has the ability to cut back and outrun people. So the play is never over with number 2. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's still good.
Yes!
And the Lions defense is going to hold with 11:11 to play in the 4th. A big stop for the Lions.
And I think Jake Newman got a piece of that.
Okay.
You know, he's been close on the extra points and just had the angle, and looked like he hit it.
Well, you know what? I missed that, and I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing that later. Great effort, if that's the case, by Newman. And the Lions
we have a winner.
able to hold, and now
904.
trail by 11 with 11 minutes to play, and this is a huge drive for the Lions offense. Brendan Locke split to the near side. Connor Fracassi has Singleton to his right. Twins to the far side. Play action to Singleton. Connor goes up top. Had a man and he overthrew him. Keegan was open. And man.
I don't know if Connor got just a little excited there or what. He was wide open.
You can't blame him. I mean,
Pass by South
it was a beautiful ball. Just had a little much on it.
From
And,
the 12-yard line.
you know, the wind's blowing a little bit out here now. Lions will face a second. Oh, there is a flag down.
Pass interference.
And there. Well, let me just say something. If I am on the other sideline, I'm wondering where the uncatchable call is. Is that even a thing anymore? Maybe it isn't at this level, right? I'm not complaining. The Lions will get it 1st and 10 now at the 35. Maybe he was held up and we missed it. You know, right? There's no doubt about that. Quinn Fracassi in motion. Sells it, but Connor keeps it, and he's across the 40 to the 41.
Connor Fracassi with the keeper.
Quinn took a pretty good pot there until the guy realized that he didn't have the ball. So a good, 6 yards maybe on that play, that 2nd and 4. Good position to be in.
Well, you got the Warriors defense trying to tee off a little bit on us. They've been pretty successful tonight, and maybe a little bit of misdirection or some good fakes like we've seen last series and that play.
2nd down and manageable. Can pull out the playbook here. Lock in motion. Try to swing pass. Lock earns a couple tough yards there on the far sideline.
Hudson Behringer with the stop.
Looks like they're not going to give him much of anything. His foot must have went out of bounds at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, from here it looked like he gained a couple on it at least, but they're not giving it.
Camoras and Fracassi return to the huddle. 3rd down and 4.
3rd down and 4 for the Lions.
Quinn Fracassi to the near side. Camoras in motion. Connor on the option, tries to cut back, has some room. He's going to take a shot, but he's able to get the first. He knew there were 3 Warriors there, but he knew where he needed to get to and was willing to take the shot.
Well, he bobbled that snap, but he kept his head about him.
Abdul Rahman Yassin with the stop. They need to get to the 45. They got to the 46. 1st down, South Lyon.
Keegan McGrath, Quinn Fracassi to the near side. Connor out of the gun. Lock in motion. Pump fake, under pressure, buys some time, picks up a block, now on the run, picks up a couple before he's forced out of bounds.
Western doing a good job of putting the pressure on and taking away the downfield option.
Well, I'll tell you what, a play that usually lasts that long, you're going to pick up a holding call. So good job by the Lions not picking up any laundry. I'll also say good job by Fracassi. Anytime you can get out of bounds from here on out is not a bad option.
Yep. And good job by number 68, Caleb Baker there. He was one of those offensive linemen. He didn't get caught holding, but he made a key block there to get one of those pursuing defenders off of Connor.
Right. If you're not blocking someone, head on a swivel, look for somebody, and he did and picked it up. Trips to the near side. Fracassi gives to Singleton. No, he kept it, and he's going to lose a couple.
Connor Fracassi with the quarterback keeper, tripped up by Anthony.
We do have a light mist starting to come down here now. Walled Lake Western High School approaching the 9-minute mark left here in the fourth quarter. Walled Lake Western leads the Lions 21-10. If you're just joining us, we're in the fourth quarter alongside Brian McPhee, Paul Zarati, Matt Boyer on camera. I'm Dan Pelchat here bringing you week number 7 on the road in the LVC conference. 3rd down and 9. Play action to Singleton. Connor under pressure. Gonna have to find somebody quickly. Fires incomplete, intended for McGrath. And the Lions will face a 4th and 9.
McGrath is incomplete. Brings up 4th and long for the Lions.
And they're going to kick it here, which I think is a smart thing to do. Try to get field position. If we can hold them down there, 3 and out, get the ball back. Still time on the clock here.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brendan just takes it. I don't know if it's an option or if he's been directed on what to do, but I'm worried about him getting another stab at it. Nope, he's going to kick it. Good kick. Fielded at the 14. Yassine down to the 25, across the 30.
Abdul Rahman Yassine from his own 15 at the return.
And the Warriors will start 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. 8.5 to play, fourth quarter. Western leads South Lyon 21-10.
With the tackle and their return. "17-yard return. 1st and 10 from their own 32.
Good play fake there. I couldn't tell if that was Yassine at quarterback or, it was Abel.
That was Abel who kept the ball, yeah. Nice fake.
Yeah, he sold the fake
it was
well.
Brown, he sold that well. And
Ryan Champ with the tackle.
And once he decides to run, he moves pretty well there. Number 17 for the Warriors. 2nd down and short.
For Western.
8 minutes and counting to play in this fourth quarter. Abel out of the gun. Design quarterback draw. He's going to have a 1st down across midfield. Shelton in there with a group of Lions. And the Warriors will have a 1st down to the South Lyon 41.
Jonathan Abley with the quarterback keeper goes to his own 41 to the South Lyon 42. 1st down, Warriors. "17-yard run for Jonathan Abley. Abdul Rahman Yassine.
Yassine going to pick up about 7.
he had his dancing shoes out there trying to get outside and did.
For South Lyon.
Wise enough to get down before the sideline as well.
Pickup of 7 on the play. Looks like second down and 3.
Timeout on the field. South Lyon, their first, 6:34 to play, fourth quarter. Western leads it 21-10. Give is to C.J. Brown. Camoris there with friends. Going to be awfully close to a first down.
C.J. Brown, the ball carrier.
I do believe it's going to be short.
Caleb Mulcahy, number 10. Quinn Percassi. Ball sits at the
Mulcahy in on the stop.
2-yard line. 3rd and 1 for the Warriors.
Quarterback design run going to be tackled in the backfield.
We did.
Will be a fourth down.
Brendan Dancer turned that one back inside and to where all his buddies were, and they got a tackle for loss.
Brendan Dancer.
Well, we saw that play work out well for them earlier in this game where he just would read it and he happened to go left. Dancer was there to turn him in. You wonder if one of the coaches or just Brendan remembered that, and either way, a great play brings up a crucial fourth down for the Lion defense. They must get off the field here. The Warriors need to get to the 31. 5 wide. Snap. Quickly fired, and C.J. Brown inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Warriors.
And it looked like Steve Shelton going for the interception and just missed it. And Brown did the rest there, taking it in for 6.
Yeah, you knew they were going to run one of those quick hitters over the middle. When they got nobody in the backfield and the type of rush we've been putting on them all night, he gets rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah, the quick hitch routes have been effective, and if you go for the pick, I mean, and you can't blame them. Extra point is up and good with 4:49 to play in the fourth. The Warriors will take a 28-10 lead over the Lions. Brendan Locke, flag down. Warriors did recover the fumble. We'll have to see what the flag is.
Fumble on the play.
Holding against the kicking team. Well, I think he just pointed the wrong way.
Flag on the play.
I think the holding was against the Lions.
Yeah.
And the official just pointed the wrong way. They declined the penalty. It'll be Western ball. 4:44 to play in the fourth.
There was a mistake on the signal here.
It'd be nice if you could decline your penalties against you.
Well, that was unfortunate. You know, you're pressing, trying to make something big happen, and ball popped out there.
Western's football, recovered by number 9, Cam Kanaya.
Lions have 2 timeouts remaining. They trail by 18. 4:44 to play in the fourth. Pass knocked down. That'll
Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
That was Mitch Camoris there, got his paw up there on that one. Too bad he couldn't haul that in, but good job knocking it down. You got to wonder a little bit why they're not running the ball here.
I don't need to wonder anything. That's just
Second down and 10 from the 37-yard line.
You'd think up 18, you'd go even to. Yeah, you keep your starters in. They take care of the football. That's fine. There's a running play to C.J. Brown.
C.J. Brown, the ball carrier, fights his way down near the 30-yard line.
Jack Schaefer was in there to slow him down, but not before he got about 6 yards off that
finally brought him down at the 30.
Third down. The Warriors need to get inside the Lion 28 for a first.
Pick up of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 for Western.
Trips to the near side. C.J. Brown next to Yassine in the backfield. Good stop there by the Lions. Picks up a yard. And it's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They need to get to about the 27 and a half for a first.
Fourth and 2 for the Warriors.
Timeout on the field. Western, 3:08 left to play in the fourth. Warriors lead it 28-10. Yassine steps back and throws it. Has a man in for the touchdown, number 5.
I think we had broken coverage there, and they took just full advantage of it. Had a pretty good rush on the quarterback as he got hit just before he got rid of it, but unfortunately they had a man open deep.
Well,
touchdown Warriors.
Credit the Lion defense. They were selling out to stop the run, and extra point is blocked.
And the extra point attempt is blocked by number 25.
So with 3:01 to play in the fourth, Western leads it 34-10.
South Lyon 10.
I think Jake just getting his frustrations out by blocking that kick. You know, he's like, he's going to leave it all out there on the field tonight.
Oh.
Poor Jake.
Yeah. You know, tried to scoop it and go with it, and I can't blame him.
C.J. Brown with the kickoff recovery.
Well, that's what we on there. Heartbreaking. You try to make something happen and then have something like that happen.
First and 10 from the 37 of South Lyon.
Timeout, South Lyon, their second.
Timeout, South Lyon.
Flag on the play.
Robert Bethel, the ball carrier. Bet by a Pride of Lions.
Personal foul, face mask
Personal foul, face mask
against the
South
Lions.
Lyon.
Give to 15. And in for the Western touchdown.
Robert Kessel with it. Right up the middle. Yard run by Robert Kessel, another Warrior touchdown.
Extra point is blocked.
With the hole, and Adam Lamper with the kick, blocked again.
2.5 to go in the fourth. The Warriors lead it 40-10.
Number 81 from his own 25-yard line, forced out of bounds by number 9, Cam Kanai at the 36-yard line. Brendan lost with that return, 11 yards. South Lyon Lions begin to drive 1st and 10 from their own 36.
Fracassi back to pass. Looking for Locke. He'll get a pass interference call. 3 flags on that one.
Brendan lost the intended receiver, flag on the play. Multiple flags.
That'll put the Lions up to around midfield. 2:19 left to play in this fourth quarter.
Pass interference against Western.
I was looking to see if maybe we would have substituted some kids out, but neither team has. 30-point lead and leaving your starters in.
Locke with a nice catch there in traffic. He'll have a first down down to the 31.
Mackenzie Lieber with the tackle. Officials place the ball at the 32-yard line of Walled Lake Western. First down, South Lyon. 17-yard pickup.
Little middle screen. Ooh, Singleton takes a shot.
Pass complete. Hit immediately. Brandon Campfield with that hit.
Minute 41 and counting left to play in this fourth quarter.
Jordan Singleton.
Stick around. We'll have a quick post-game show. We'll look ahead to Week 8 as the Lions travel out to Milford High School. Do a quick recap of the game. Took us to Week 8 to get the full crew together this year on the broadcast team. So it's nice to have everyone at least, and that's another flag. Really, at this point, I just don't want to see anyone on our team get hurt.
Was the intended receiver on that 2nd and 9 play.
So going to be a hold against the Warriors. It's an automatic first down.
Holding against Walled Lake Western.
I understand the pride of the Lions here wanting to go and put one up, but you just don't. Things have started to get a little chippy down there on both sides, so Connor just gets down. Smart decision.
Quarterback goes down on the 25-yard line.
As we approach the 1-minute mark here at Walled Lake Western, the Warriors will improve to 6-1. They usually play Central, I think, in the last week of the season. I don't know who they have next week. Warriors lost to St. Mary's back in week 4. the school of choice schools always still struggle, it seems like, when they have to go play with the Catholic League.
Complete to number 81, Brendan Latch. Mackenzie Libra with the tackle.
30 seconds here and counting left to play.
No gain on the play.
Well, Dan, you got two systems there that actually recruit players, and it shows out here. You know, I know people rooting for Walled Lake Western, but it's not the Walled Lake community that's represented by all these players here. They do have players from Walled Lake.
Yeah, they stand on the sideline.
Incomplete pass.
4.4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The Lions will have one more shot at the end zone here, and really just hoping everyone gets off the field healthy, and we'll look forward to next week at Milford. The Lions will have a tough week of practice next week. I'm sure they're going to learn a lot from this. The score really isn't really truthful as to how this game should have and could have went. But that's football. And, you know, it's like I was saying earlier off camera, you know, you give a good baseball team an extra out here or there, and the Lions kind of did that at times today, and Western was able to take advantage of it, full advantage of it. Connor fires, has Keegan down inside to the 5. He'll have a first down, but that's the final play of the game. So that'll do it here at Walled Lake Western High School. Your final score, the Walled Lake Western Warriors 40, the South Lyon Lions 10. Stick around, we'll have a quick post-game show, and we're on to week 8.
Remaining undefeated in the conference, 6 travels.
Well, folks, you know, you come out to Walled Lake Western High School, it's a big showdown, a tough matchup, and the Warriors were able to show the explosiveness on the offensive side of the ball. Lions, you know, may have missed an opportunity or two here or there, but at the end of the day, that's a good football team, and they will be going to the playoffs as they usually are.
Yep, you know, and when you're in a game like this, you can't, couple things. You can't give up a big play. You can't have penalties. You got to play a perfect game. And unfortunately tonight, we just had breakdowns all over the field, so to speak. And then when you start pressing, you have good players like Brendan and Jake Newman that end up, you know, trying harder, and then they have a turnover. That doesn't reflect their abilities or how they play. It's just unfortunate night for the Lions. Tough way to lose a winning streak.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, their first regular season loss since week 9 back in 2017. So something to be said about this group of kids. Nice run, but you know what? Sometimes, like before the NCAA tournament, a little loss, a little humbling, you know, can get you refocused. I hope that's how this goes. All your thoughts.
Yeah, you know, you said it earlier during the broadcast. The score is not indicative of the way the Lions played tonight. Things kind of unraveled there towards the end. I mean, came out in the second half, took that opening kickoff, drove down, put some points on the board. You thought, okay, here we go. And then, you know, a few more mistakes, and it just kind of got away from the Lions tonight. But the boys played hard all the way to the end, as they always do. And you kind of get into an emotional game like that, and emotions run high, and you hear some of the parents on the other side, you know, screaming a few little crazy things. But hopefully everybody takes a step back, puts it all into perspective. These are young men, young high school men out here playing a sport, trying to learn about life a little bit. And I know the coaches on the South Lyon side have the greatest of perspectives on the game. And you'll walk away, you'll learn something from tonight. You'll put the helmet back on next week, and away we go. Playoffs are not far away. Maybe we see Walled Lake Western again.
Love where your head's at on that. I completely agree. I think Lions can learn a lot from this. You know, hopefully we came out healthy. Yeah, we're disappointed. I mean, you want to win.
Always do.
Right,
yeah.
And it's a rivalry game now, I feel, even though, you know, they improved to 6-2 in the series. But, yeah, there's a lot of things not to like about this team and coming out here and playing. And I thought the Lions handled it well, and I hope we get another shot at them, truthfully. But, you know, we will move on to Milford next week. We're on the road in week 8. The Lions have already punched their ticket to the playoffs, so they've got a lot to look forward to, and you know, bounce back next week, and you never know. The roads could cross down the road again. But really quick, our tough guy tonight, Brendan Dancer, had a nice effort for us, and you So congratulations to Brendan. Does anyone have anything else to add tonight? I mean, the weather held off until now.
Right. No, that was good to see that weather was not a factor in this game. We had maybe a couple of slips here and there. But, we just strap it on, see what we learn from film, and go on to the next game.
Absolutely.
All you can do.
Paul, any final thoughts?
Yeah, no, tough played game. All the best to Mr. Trainer, quarterback from the other team. He came off injured, but looks like he's going to be okay. All the best to him. And, again, we'll pick it up again next week.
Absolutely.
Just one shout out for Jake Newman with 3 block kicks tonight.
Yes. No, you're right.
He got a little bit
he's been close so many times this year, too. So
he never gave up.
No, yeah, and blocking kicks, that's a specialty. I always like that. So, well, that'll do it. Hopefully we'll see you out next week at Milford. If not, make sure to tune in on YouTube or on WOW Cable, Channel 19. For Paul Zarati, Brian McPhee, Matt Poyer on camera tonight. Good to see the whole crew back together here in week number 7. I'm Dan Pelchat. Remember, folks, it's a great day to be living in America. We'll see you next time. Take care.